What's up, y'all? Yeah, you read the title right. This ain't clickbait. I've been fired from my job. Yep, they fired me. I haven't been working for them long, only 4 months. And I'll tell you this, the reason why I was fired wasn't because I wasn't coming to work or calling off or whatever. I was fired because I spoke my mind. So as a previous entrepreneur, when you go back to working for other people, some companies actually don't want, their employees having, knowledge of how a company's supposed to be ran, and you can't speak your mind, that you should just be a robot and follow in their steps, even when they're doing wrong, even when your superiors don't know how to do their job. You can't speak on it. Because these companies out here, especially these small companies out here, they want to do things their way. So I guess you say the lesson I learned in that is be true to yourself. Because there's people still telling me, just keep your head down and just do your job. But if that's not who you are deep down inside, it's going to eat you up. And it's been eating me up for the amount of time that have been working for them, where I wanted to speak up and I was like, no, I'm not. And I find myself doing it anyways, not knowingly. And well, this is the results. I got fired. So you probably want to wonder what's next. Okay, well, I'm here to tell you. Tomorrow, I am going to start. So before I get into that, my clients that I have been cleaning their pools, in the process of me doing so, I built relationships with them. So, keeping in contact, helping them out. They see how hard I work, just flat out just being open and honest with them. So a lot of them know my background in landscaping and hardscape. So, and talking to them, getting their contacts. Everyone always needs something. So they're like, oh yeah, I need this done. And I decided to just bite the bullet. Tomorrow is Saturday. I'm going to call all of them, every last one. In fact, probably every contact that I have in my phone in my area, I'm going to reach out to them and set up meetings to go and meet with them. I'm going to do a face-to-face. So in the process of me actually calling them, hey, this is, I still don't have a company name. It's crazy. Another topic. But, hey, this is Fabian. I'm here. I'm calling you because I remember we spoke about you needing service done. So how can I help you? Can I come by? You need something to drink? What's your favorite drink? I'm going to try to implement all those, fancy things in there so they, understand that I'm serious, and I'm going to show up with those drinks and sodas, Sprites or whatever they like to drink, iced teas. But, come by, bring those drinks, sit down and talk with them, discuss their plans. And then because I don't have all the equipment that I might need to do a hardscaping project, I might tell them, hey, you buy the materials and I'll supply the labor. And I'm going to go from there. So wish me luck. That starts tomorrow. And yeah, it's go from here. There's no more turning back. There's no more looking back. I don't see myself working for another company again. This is a lesson learned. This pool company was a stepping stone. And, on top of all the studying I'm doing, it's time to put everything in action. Let's get to it. So yeah, that's my story. Let me know what y'all think. Any tips, any tricks, honest criticism. Maybe some of y'all might say, well, you should have stayed at your job. Tell me how you feel. I'm curious to know. And I'll respond back to every one of y'all. So thanks. Stay tuned for the next part.